So yesterday, let me do this right quick. Yesterday, we talked about, and we just did the icebreaker. Yesterday was the icebreaker. Snow Bunny Illuminati. Yesterday, we did that yesterday. Today is part two, and we're gonna get into deeper. We're gonna get into the deeper layers of it. Cause I told you I was gonna show y'all a video, but I wanted to make sure I established the dots to connect. So while I was what's going on, Motown? When I was establishing the dots to connect, I realized, wait a minute, don't show the video right there because it's gonna be too long. But now we're gonna be able to what's going on, what's going on, everybody, what's going on? Everybody's now we're gonna be able to peel back the layers fully, right? And we're gonna dive deeper into the Snow Bunny Illuminati Part 2, Coup de Gras. And we're gonna everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Make sure you go buy, sell, trade, and do everything you got to do to make sure that you are established out here in this world. You feel me? Understanding, understanding. Comment, follow, share, save, like, subscribe to Dwayne McClain TV, subscribe to DMTV2, subscribe to High Megas. But I wanted to let's do on Tuesday night for sure, bro. Listen, we're gonna do Snow Bunny Illuminati Part 3, Dwayne McClain perspective. Cause listen, man, hey, you owe me an apology, Dwayne. You owe me an apology, Dwayne. Dwayne, you owe me an apology, bro. You hurt my feelings, and you owe me an apology. What you hurt my feelings about? Man, Dwayne, man, hey, bro, Dwayne got on my ass. Hey, don't be talking about no goddamn nabbit. Don't talk about no goddamn nabbit, that the planets with the S word, the planet, the S word planet. Don't talk about the S word planet, the book I wrote, right? Don't talk about the S word planet, then he come right here on the thing. Hey, bro, I've been doing some research, and man, dude got the souls in the rings. Dude got the souls in the rings. Dwayne done crossed over to the other side, and he didn't even have to die. I think he was offended by it because he was Capricorn, when you of course the Capricorn got to get offended when you say that the DEVIL is the planet SATURN. You know what I mean? Like, damn, wait a minute. You coming for me. You coming for me. But if you do your real research, like I did, listen, I don't care if it would have been Ra. I don't care if it would have been Sa. I don't care if it would have been Ba, Ka, whoever. I just did my research. And when I did the research, bro, I did not know coming up in school when they taught us the planets that these things had deeper hidden meanings. Deeper hidden meanings. But Snow Bunny Illuminati, man, we about to get into the coup de grace. So last video, we was connecting the dots. But this video, we about to dive deeper off into Dwayne McClain TV's comment about don't nothing change unless the American, middle-aged white woman, or less the medical, the American middle-aged snow bunny, has a concern about it. If she's not concerned about it, nobody's not concerned about it. But if you look at that, that's really real. Go and look at all other movies. They're centered around the protection, service, maintenance, sustenance, and the providence of the snow bunny. You did the chocolate bunnies and the caramel bunnies and all of the different cinnamon and all of the different other bunnies. But what is it? What Hollywood's obsession with the bunny? But let's go look how racist it is. This is how you know it's really like the chocolate bunnies versus the snow bunnies, and the snow bunnies got one up on them right now, right? Because go look. Ready? Here we go. If you follow the white rabbit, that's gonna break you out of the matrix and you enlightenment and you're conscious. If you what happened? That's consciousness. But if you on Easter, you gotta eat the black rabbit. You gotta eat the chocolate rabbit. The chocolate rabbit is the rabbit that gets schmacrificed. Okay? The chocolate rabbit gets schmacrificed, bro. And nobody ain't saying nothing about it. They teach you about rabbits. Go look at all of the TV shows about rabbits. Hold on, let's do some deep diving. Let's do some deep diving. I told you I was gonna do some deep diving. Oh Lord, what my phone at? Oh, here you go. I told you I was gonna do some deep diving. We going in real quick. I'm about to ask chat how many movies are centered around the Caucasian damsel in distress. Let's see what the Skynet had to say. No precise count exists because Caucasian damsel in distress is a trope, not a catalog film category. Film databases, here is the reality. Early cinema, 1900s to 1950s, the trope dominated adventure films and serials. When you talk about the trope, do y'all know what a trope is? TROPE. Okay. A classic example is the silent film serial, The Perils of Pauline, Caucasian, right? Boom. Then we go into, right, but ready, which essentially built its entire story around a snow bunny repeatedly needing rescue. Okay? Hundreds of early films use this formula. I'll repeat it again. So remember, no precise count exists for Caucasian damsel in distress because it's a trope, not a cataloged film category. So there's no catalog film category where they're clocking in how many movies got a Caucasian damsel in distress. But it is a formula that Hollywood constantly uses so much that it can't be numbered, right? Boom. However, film historians have studied how often the damsel in distress structure appears. So boom, in 1900 to the 1950s, boom, there we go, right? Estimated films using the trope in this era were 300 to 500 films. So between 1900 and 1950, 500 plus films. 500 plus films were created and centered around the Caucasian damsel in distress in Hollywood. So between 1900 and 1950, that's when cinema started. In 1900s, the early 1900s, that's when, the 1900s, that's when cinema started. And all the way to 1950. So every movie made from 1900 to 1950, not every movie, at least 500 movies in that 50-year span. 500 movies in a 50-year span of the Caucasian snow bunny damsel in distress. Hollywood golden age, 1930s to the 1960s. Adventure films, war movies, and fantasy films often placed a snow bunny character as the central rescue figure. Examples include films like King Kong, where the narrative revolves around rescuing a snow bunny from danger. The estimated films using this trope in that era, 800 plus films. 800 plus films did the snow bunny in distress signal. Wait a minute. Modern Hollywood, 1970s to the 2000s. The trope continued in action films, thrillers, and horror. Many plots still revolve around rescuing a kidnapped or threatened snow bunny. Examples, Taken, right? Die Hard, right? Estimated films, 1,000 plus films using this dynamic. So that's 500, 800, 1,000, that's 2,300 films so far. Contemporary era, 2010 to present, Hollywood reduced reliance on this trope. As more female-led roles emerge, the narrative still appears in thrillers and horror, but far less frequently. Estimated films, 400 plus. So it went down 400 plus. It went down to 400, right? Boom. So realistically, 2,700 plus films, movies worldwide have centered and focused on the snow bunny in distress. That's a lot of films, bro. You got just imagine that. Just imagine over 2,700 films made about you. Do you see this? Oh, man, this dude here crazy. So that's more. So now we've established a pattern. we've established a pattern where my where my stuff at? Hold up. We've established a pattern and we oh damn man, what my oh there you go right there. I'm sorry. Oh, there you go. Now I got a favorite. There we go. So bam, we've established a pattern. The pattern that we've established is that since the dawn of time, when it comes to Hollywood, when it comes to the Caucasian reign on the face of the planet Earth, that Caucasian, remember the 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 war, the Trojan War and the Trojan horse, that whole war was behind who, y'all? A snow bunny. Matter of fact, go into the history of YT people and you will see that the main conflicts came through the snow bunny in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. And then if you go look at the other reverse Uno, you'll see a lot of snow bunnies got unalive, and a lot of snow bunnies were oppressed by the by the jackrabbit, by the snow jackrabbit. You feel me? The Caucasian jackrabbit. You ready? The Caucasian jackrabbit was oppressed by. The Caucasian jackrabbit was oppressing the snow bunny, making all that money off the movies from wasn't giving her a dime. Comment, follow, share, save, like, hit the notification bell. Wasn't making a dime, right? You know, so many. Oh, she wasn't satisfied with them in the bedroom. She wasn't satisfied with them in the bedroom. She seen the Mandingo trunk and said, "Oh man, I got to get a part of that." But then she also knows, and she's also struggling with the fact that, damn, my hubby is a CP30. My hubby be messing with them little kids. Then she got to deal with the fact that her hubby is also borderline, or just might as well just call it straight out. Uh, a lot of these Caucasian women's husband is homosexuals. Come on now. And they've been sticking by him the whole time, sticking by him the whole time. But something had happened, and they tried to do a revolution. Hold on, we're gonna go back into the history of feminism real quick. When did history of feminism? History of feminism. History of feminism. Here we go. All right. Early roots started in the 1700s. So remember, in the 1700s, they had that stereotype out about Caucasian, right? And that stereotype was the Caucasian jackrabbit males. You hit the snow bunny over the head and drag her into the cave. Y'all remember that depiction? That you know the Caucasian jackrabbit male was very, very, very harsh and very, very, very demanding and very, very, very cold-hearted and very all kind of ways to the snow bunny. But also he had a deep-seated homosexual bug inside of him, and the snow bunny recognized that, and the snow bunny used that to his advantage, because the same man that the snow bunny was lusting off of, the male jackrabbit was lusting off of, and that was what? The chocolate jackrabbit. The chocolate jackrabbit and the chocolate bunny. So you had the Caucasian male jackrabbit lusting and wanting the chocolate male jackrabbit and the chocolate male chocolate female bunny, right? And the female bunny, she predominantly wanted the chocolate jackrabbit. So because she wanted the chocolate jackrabbit, she used her Caucasian male jackrabbit's homosexuality. She used that and weaponized it against him, right? How did she weaponize it against him? She said, well, if you're gonna be like that, if you're gonna be around here getting it in your mouth and getting it in your poo shooter, you might as well let me go holler at Kunta Kinte now. And if you don't let me go holler at Kunta Kinte, I'm gonna sneak and holler at Kunta Kinte. And when the baby come out, you're gonna see, oh damn, she was laying with Kunta Kinte, right? And so this dynamic began. The snow bunny sneaking around the plantation with the chocolate male jackrabbit. The Snow Bunny being hard. And listen, just like that story of David and the Bathsheba, right? When David spotted Bathsheba bathing and because he wanted her so bad and he coveted his neighbor's wife, he sent Bathsheba's husband off to war so that he can get X'd out, so that he can take this man's wife from him. It's basically the same thing, but just take it on a Snow Bunny level. The Snow Bunny and Bathsheba is the male chocolate, the male chocolate jackrabbit, right? The Snow Bunny is David, king of Israel, right? The the guy getting sent off to die, right? The person getting sent off to die is the chocolate female bunny. The chocolate female bunny is going what? She going Snow Bunny about to send her off to go get X'd out so that she can, when she get X'd out, what happens? Snow Bunny can get to move in on male chocolate jackrabbit, right? The male chocolate jackrabbit, he getting it the worst. They bug breaking him, they doing this, they doing that, they hitting him with the oopty wop, they chopping off, they doing all kind of stuff, they making him fight, they working him till he die, right? And when he gets this attention from the Snow Bunny, it's like heaven to smile down on him. It's like heaven to smile down on him, man. I finally catch a break, man. Why? I get to fuck the master's wife. Just like he did my old lady. And just like he did all my partners in them old lady. And just like he did all. So it was one big sexual perversion and tension and racism going on between that whole plantation dynamic. That whole plantation dynamic was completely 100% purely dysfunctional, and secret wars were waged, whether you knew it or not. Now here we go. So the 1700s, the 1700s, between the 1700s and the what? And the 1800s. So between the 1700s and 1800s, the Snow Bunny tried to come up and get from under the oppression of the Caucasian male jackrabbit, but she failed, right? Then, you ready? Boom. They finally that was the early roots, but then boom, they said, you know what? They finally made a wave. They finally made a first wave, right? Through the first wave of feminism, which was through the 1800s and from 1800 to 1920. And so they finally made a first wave, but lo and behold, they still couldn't get from under the Caucasian male jackrabbit rule. The Caucasian male jackrabbit was still oppressing the Snow Bunny. The Caucasian male jackrabbit was still oppressing the Snow Bunny, still laying in bed with the chocolate male jackrabbit and still graping all of the chocolate male jackrabbit's women, which was what? The chocolate bunnies. And then, so the Snow Bunny is witnessing all this. He get to grape the male chocolate jackrabbit, and he get to grape the chocolate bunny. He get to grape the chocolate bunny and the male chocolate jackrabbit while I'm sitting in the house watching it happen. When I see the way Tyrone looking at me, I see the way Kunta looking at me, I see the way Mohammed is looking at me. What? She plotted, she planned. Why? Because guess what? Them stay-at-home moms and them soccer moms and all that, they meet and they have crumpets and tea and books, and they read fiction novels, romance novels. Yeah, and they talk about the latest romance movie, and they talk about each other's marriages and how good everybody's husband is doing and how bad everybody's husband is doing. And the one who got the greatest husband is telling all of these great, wonderful stories about how her Caucasian male jackrabbit is under the thumb. Her Caucasian male jackrabbit let her get pound town by the slaves. Her Caucasian male jackrabbit, ooh, I got this dude on lock. And started plotting, started planning, started plotting, started planning, started strategizing. Wait a minute. So they tried from the 1800s to the 1920s. Failed, but they did make a wave. The first organized phase focused on political and legal rights, particularly voting rights. Wait a minute. Of all the things that Snow Bunnies wanted to do to get from up under the Caucasian male jackrabbit's rule, all the things they wanted to do, they wanted to vote. So the Snow Bunnies They planning, plotting, strategizing with purpose. Wait a minute. We don't just want equality. Nah, we want to say so. We want to vote on which men can get to be in the White House, on which men who can do the Congress and all this stuff. They wanted power over the Caucasian male jackrabbit because they know he was a weakling. They know he get it from the back. They know he done had more glizzies in his mouth than a little bit. They know for a fact that they know for a fact that the Caucasian male jackrabbit really wants to be a snow bunny. They know for a fact that the Caucasian male jackrabbit really wants to be a snow bunny. They know for a fact that the chocolate male jackrabbit will bring them to Pound Town anytime, any place. All they got to do is show up with their birthday suit. They know that the chocolate male jackrabbit's loyalty lies with the chocolate bunny. So they went on a complete 100% secret war against the chocolate bunnies. How did they do it? Wait a minute. We're going to get into it. So from 1800 to the 1920s, boom, they made some headway, but it still failed. The key outcomes included, ready? You ready? Here were the key outcomes that they wanted. Property rights for married women. This is why when she get divorced in the court, the wife get the house. Shh, chill. We about to break it down, bro. The Snow Bunny Ben took over the world and y'all so sleep trying to protect Karen. Y'all don't even know that Karen is the actual villain in the story. Wait a minute. Property rights for married women, access to education, and the right to vote. Property rights for married women, access to education, and the right to vote. That's pretty reasonable. Why shouldn't they not vote? Why shouldn't they not have access to education? And why should they not have property rights as married women? They got to secure their futures in case, because they know these the Caucasian male jackrabbit, the YT male jackrabbit was oppressing her and doing too much dirt, cheating on her and everything, and going both ways, flip flopping and everything. She had to get one up on him. In the United States, women gained voting rights with the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Similar reforms happened across Europe and the parts of the world. The second wave was from 1960s to the 1980s. Here we go. From the 1960s to the 1980s, this is when the coup de grace happened. This is when the Snow Bunny not only toppled and defeated the Caucasian male jackrabbit, but she also toppled and defeated the chocolate bunny. And she, at the same time, while toppling and defeating the the Caucasian male jackrabbit and the chocolate bunny, she seized the reins, the power, and the control of the chocolate male jackrabbit. Let's get it down, show you how. In the 1960s to the 1980s, they like, golly, man, every time we done came across, every time we done came and try to get from up under this Caucasian male jackrabbit's rule, guess what happens? Something happened, and the Caucasian male jackrabbit hit us with another one. The Caucasian male jackrabbit hit us with another one. They keep on pushing it back. They keep on trying to set it back. They keep on trying to set it back. Well, guess what we gonna do? We're about to seek some help. What you gonna do? We're gonna go to the most least likely suspect. We're gonna go to the chocolate bunnies. Even though we've been beefing with the chocolate bunnies for centuries, we are about to wave the white flag to the chocolate bunny. And in waving the white flag to the chocolate bunny, we're going to get the chocolate bunny to conform to the Snow Bunny ideology. If we can get the chocolate bunny to conform to the Snow Bunny ideology, then the chocolate male jackrabbit will be ours for the taking. This is what's going on in the Snow Bunny world at the time. So guess what they did? They already had the tension of racism going on from the 19, they already had the tension of racism going on. And for the most part, the Snow Bunnies was leveraging and using that racism against the Chocolate Bunnies to steal the chocolate male jackrabbits. But what happened is the Chocolate Bunnies began to imitate and emulate the Snow Bunny culture. The Chocolate Bunnies began to straighten their hair. The Chocolate Bunnies began to wear Snow Bunny type of clothing. The Chocolate Bunnies began to conform and act, walk, talk, and move like Snow Bunnies. Why? Because they seen that the Snow Bunny was moving in on a chocolate male jackrabbit. So they said, shit, let me make sure I move in on your Caucasian male jackrabbit. And so all of a sudden, out of the blue, you start seeing these themes in the 1930s and 1940s, you started seeing these things where, you know, black women were emulating, acting like, and moving like snow bunnies. Okay, the Chocolate Bunnies was acting and moving like snow bunnies, and this became more appealing to the Caucasian male jackrabbit. Why? Because now not only can the Caucasian male jackrabbit freely have the chocolate bunny, but the Caucasian male jackrabbit can now also finagle his way into the black chocolate jackrabbit's life and divide his family. Remember this. Remember this. But who's sending him on that dummy mission to provide for the family? The Snow Bunny. How is she doing that? She is getting emotional behind the things that she is driving him crazy up the wall, getting emotional behind the things that she wants to happen and the things that she don't want to happen. The things that she don't want to happen, she's driving him crazy. The thing that she do wants to happen, she's being calm, cool, and collected. She's literally training the Caucasian male jackrabbit with the Snow Bunny emotional roller coasters, right? So now, boom, you ready? But how are we gonna get, here go the Snow Bunnies, how are we gonna get the Chocolate Bunnies to side with us after we done did them dirty for so long? Well, guess what? What? They chocolate male jackrabbits ain't been faithful neither. They chocolate male jackrabbits have been, uh, 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 you know, having multiple women too. But remember, the chocolate male jackrabbit and the chocolate bunny culture has always been a polyculture. It never was a monoculture. The monoculture belongs to the Snow Bunny and the Caucasian male jackrabbit. I'm telling you, go look it up. The monoculture didn't exist until the Snow Bunny and the Caucasian male jackrabbit. The Snow Bunny and the Snow Jackrabbit. Oh, what? Yeah, we gotta. Uh, what's a good way to say Caucasian male jackrabbit? Uh, Yeah, the white jackrabbit. Yeah, the white jackrabbit, man. So the white jackrabbit was was being finagled and used to what? To further the Snow Bunny agenda. And what was the Snow Bunny agenda? Voting rights. The Snow Bunny agenda had what? They wanted what? Property rights, voting rights, right to education. And then the second phase, they wanted rights to social and economic equality. The movement was heavily influenced by the book The Feminine Mystique by Betty Friedan. Remember, Betty Friedan, Snow Bunny. It argued that many women felt restricted by traditional domestic roles. No, Snow Bunnies felt restricted. And when the Snow Bunny felt restricted, what did she feel restricted at? Workplace discrimination. She wanted to infiltrate herself into the she wanted to infiltrate herself into the white jackrabbit infrastructure, right? So the reproductive rights. She wanted to reserve the right to unalive or X out the white jackrabbit's seed whenever she saw fit. Sexual harassment laws. She knew that and all of them know that the white jackrabbit has an uncontrollable sexual palate going on. Okay, and so these white jackrabbits was raping these women. These white jackrabbits was oppressing these women in all kind of ways, shape, form, or fashion. And they've been trying to get from up under their rule. They've been trying to get them from under their rule. But one day, One day they came to common sense and said, man, if we're going to win this, we're going to need the help of the chocolate bunnies. And we can't get help from the chocolate bunnies because we've been beefing with them and taking a man and effing a man for so long. So how do we get them? By shining the light and the negative light on what, and by making them hate their man like we hate our man. Remember, the black jackrabbit, the black jackrabbit was not oppressing the chocolate bunny. The black jackrabbit was not raping the chocolate bunny. The black jackrabbit wasn't restricting the chocolate bunny from rights. The black jackrabbit wasn't restricting the chocolate bunny from education. The black jackrabbit wasn't restricting the chocolate bunny from doing anything. But the chocolate bunny wanted to be a snow bunny so bad, she let the snow bunny convince her that the chocolate jackrabbit was a part of the white jackrabbit patriarchal dysfunction. This is what happened, right? So boom, in the 1960s and 80s, this one is really here. You ready? Important legislation included the Equal Pay Act of 1963. Didn't the chocolate, hold up, didn't some chocolate, hold up, didn't some black jackrabbits, think about all the black jackrabbits that got X'd out in the 60s. Think about all the black jackrabbits that got X'd out in the 60s. Wait a minute. Which banned sex discrimination in education programs receiving federal funding. Third wave of feminism. Wait a minute. We got to stick to the 1960s and between the 1960s and the 1980s. So between the 1960s and the 1980s, the Snow Bunnies convinced the chocolate bunnies that the black jackrabbits was just as evil and dirty as the white jackrabbits. This movement was called what? Welfare. Wait a minute. Here we go. You ready? So you don't know that the important legislation included the Equal Pay Act of 1963 and the Title IX. Now remember, that act is a long act. That's just not on some equal pay stuff, right? Title IX, which banned sex discrimination in education programs receiving federal funding. That's important because that's the act that led to the Welfare Act, okay? That the act that gave government subsidies and welfare if the chocolate bunny removed the black jackrabbit out of the home. Boom. The third wave. So now, here we go. So now the chocolate bunny decided, and they thinking with the snow bunny ideology. The hair, makeup, nails, walk, talk, act, move, dress, raise the kid, all of this type of shit is influenced by the snow bunny. Now, what happens is the government comes in, right? The government comes in. Who is the government? Members of the Senate, Congress, and all them. Majority white jackrabbits. These white jackrabbits are all controlled by snow bunnies. These snow bunnies are trying to make sure that these chocolate bunnies disown these black jackrabbits. When these chocolate bunnies disown these black jackrabbits and we get that black girl magic power, we will be able to usurp the white jackrabbit, usurp usurp the chocolate bunny, and at the same time, whisk away and steal the black jackrabbit right from up under both of their noses, right? Now, with that being said, how did they do it? The movement of feminism moved into the black community in the form of what, y'all? In the form of feminine empowerment. And those snow bunnies got the chocolate bunnies to side with them against the white jackrabbit. But while they were siding with them against the white jackrabbit, the snow bunny convinced the chocolate bunny that the black jackrabbit was doing the same thing that the white jackrabbit was doing. And that was far from the case because the black jackrabbit didn't have white power. The black jackrabbit didn't have carte blanche rule. The black jackrabbit didn't have that. So now what happens is what, y'all? Boom. The feminism wave began. And hold on, watch this here. When did the LGBT, watch this here. When did the LGBT movement begin? Let's see when the LGBT movement began. Boom. What happened, y'all? Early organization and activism were in the late 1800s to 1930s. So around the same time when the Snow Bunny was trying to get from up under the white jackrabbit, they had white jackrabbits that was trying to express white jackrabbit homosexuality. Okay, so that's that. These are the three that clicked up, and this is why the world isn't what it is today. The world isn't what it is today because the Snow Bunny, the Chocolate Bunny, and the transgender anomaly joined forces to usurp the white jackrabbit and steal the black jackrabbit from out of its cage. Now, what happens? What happens with that? Let's get it deeper. We're about to go on another layer. Here we go. Now, we remember earlier in the video, I told you that the whole system was programmed through Hollywood movies of the Snow Bunny damsel in distress. So now we're bringing it further. When you go look now for the black movies, you started to see the black feminine damsel in distress. It was you started to see these movies where the black man it's called black exploitation films. Go do your research on black exploitation, not exploitation, but black exploitation, the exploitation of black people, the exploitation of the black jackrabbit and the chocolate jackrabbit and the chocolate snow bunny. The chocolate jackrabbit and the chocolate snow bunny was exploited through what we now call today, the pimp game. The only things they were really showing on TV about the chocolate bunny and the chocolate rabbit was poverty situations, right? You know, Good Times and all of these different shows was always showing the chocolate bunnies and the chocolate rabbit in some type of subservient position in society that was basically poor and broke. There wasn't no Huxtable type stuff. The Huxtable type stuff didn't come later, and even then, we seen it was all that it had already changed by then. So now let's get into it real quick. Boom. So now the Snow Bunnies then got all of these rights, voting rights, 19th Amendment, woo. The Chocolate Bunnies done benefit from it. But now, guess what, Chocolate Bunny? Guess what? In order for you to get money from my white jackrabbit, you're gonna have to leave your black jackrabbit alone. The smackdown right there, y'all. They'll go to smackdown right there. In order for you to receive government subsidies from my white jackrabbit, you're gonna have to leave your male jackrabbit alone, Chocolate Bunny. When you leave your chocolate bunny, when you leave your chocolate rabbit alone, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna need who's gonna provide for you? The white jackrabbit. The white jackrabbit is gonna provide for you via food stamps, via welfare, via all of these different, subsidies from the government, right? So guess what the chocolate bunny did? She said, "Oh, you black jackrabbit, you gotta go. I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna get this free. I'm gonna get this free money from the government." Now, keep in mind, the black jackrabbit didn't have the black woman oppressed. The black jack woman wasn't doing all that crazy stuff to the chocolate bunny. The black jackrabbit wasn't doing that. But the snow bunny convinced the chocolate bunny that the black rabbit was doing that, and boom, here we are. Now here we go deeper. So not only is the entire culture that we live in is ingrained to serve the Caucasian female emotional spectrum, the emotional, mental, physical, and whatever you want to call it, spectrum. Uh, we are programmed to revere snow bunnies. We are programmed to revere snow bunnies. We are programmed to revere snow bunnies, and we are programmed to be afraid of white jackrabbits. We're also programmed to degrade chocolate bunnies and disrespect black jackrabbits. We're all programmed to this through the TV shows and the movies, the radio, the entertainment, all of the different films, all of the different TV shows, all of the different radio songs, all of the different things on the internet, all of the different influences, all of the different degradation. Now here we go. Nobody ever wondered. Nobody think about this. Go look at all of these. Let's go. How? Well, I'm gonna ask them. How many movies are in Hollywood where the evil villain was a white woman? Precise number does not exist. First, understand the scale. Hollywood has produced well over 20,000 feature films since the early 1900s. All right. You ready? Female villains exist, but represent a much smaller percentage of antagonists. The 10 to 15% female antagonists, right? But guess what? They're dag nabbit snow bunnies. A few chocolate bunnies sprinkled in. Look at this here. You ready? A realistic estimate across Hollywood total films with Caucasian female villains, 3,000. Over 3,000 films. Hold on, wait a minute. Sorry. 3,000 films where the female was a villain. Films where the main villain is a white woman, 2,000. 2,000 films where the main villain is a white woman. Fatal Attraction, Basic Instinct, 101 Dalmatians, Misery, The Devil Wears Prada, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You can go on and on and on. There are plenty of examples of the Wicked Witch in the movie being the Snow Bunny. Now, the Snow Bunny Network, the Snow Bunny Illuminati, is a real Illuminati. I believe that the Snow Bunny Illuminati is a secret super. Oh, but let's get to the film. Let's get to the evidence. Let's get to the evidence of why I believe that the world is controlled by the Snow Bunny Illuminati. Because everybody can agree that the world is controlled by the Illuminati and the Freemasons and all this stuff. But who do they serve? Well, let's show you. I'm about to show you real quick. Let me see. Boop. Oh, dang. Hold on, man. Well, I'll do it. Dang it. Hold on. Let me do it from here. Let me do it from here. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you on the big screen anyway. Boom. Illuminati women. All right. So here you go. This women run the Illuminati. Here go the women run the Illuminati. Part one. All right. Hold up. Let me remove all this stuff out the background. All right. So here we go. I'm about to show y'all. So this is I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to keep it on a loop, and y'all about to see. So this is a cartoon. So this is a cartoon, right? In the beginning of the cartoon, hold on, no, let me get the other one. Let me get the other one. The other one is a better clip. The other one is a better clip. Hold on, let's see. All right, here we go. Here is a cartoon. These are white jackrabbits in the cartoon. Hold up. All right, here we go. As you can see in the beginning, let me cut this off. As you can see in the beginning right here, boom, these right here. This is the symbol of the white jackrabbits, right? These are the white rabbits. The white rabbits right here. You see that blue eye? That's what let you know it's the white rabbit Illuminati. Why? Because they're the blue eye. And you see on the pyramid, you see two Slytherins. You see two serpents. You see two snakes. You see two. Okay. Boom. Ready? While they're kicking it in their office, because this is these are music execs. Here you go. Here go the white rabbits. You see? Here go the white rabbits. And they're in their office. And boom, the alarm start going off and blazing. Look, he's pointing at it right there. You see the point? You see the finger point? He's pointing at it right there. Boom. The other exec like, whoa, wait a minute. That's the boss. and they duck down to hurry up and go get their guard. That's the boss. Look, as soon as they get the boss, as soon as they go down, they put their pyramid hats on. They put their pyramid hats on. When they put their pyramid hats on, you ready? Wait a minute, we're about to show you. When they put their pyramid hats on, they're running right here to the circle. They get down on their knees like Muslims get down on their knees for Allah. The skinny dumb white jackrabbit, he don't even know what to do. He a fresh, he a fresh fish. That's why he got a bow tie on, because he a fresh fish. And the head exec grabs him by the neck and forces him down on the ground. Now, this is an episode of Tom and Jerry. This is an episode of Tom and Jerry. Why would this be on an episode of Tom and Jerry? Right? So he makes him get down, and boom, a super secret doorway opens. The super secret door, and a beam of light shoots down. Correct? The beam of light shoots down, and a evil face starts to form right here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Pause it. Boom. You see it right there? Right there. So that's the devil face that they about to worship, right? The devil face that they about to worship. And then that devil face turns into what, y'all? They start buying. They start bowing down, saying, Supreme Leader, look. They're bowing down to him. They're bowing down to him. They're bowing down. Look. Ain't that how Muslims pray? Ain't that how Muslims pray, y'all? Okay. They bowing down to him. They bowing down to the entity. They bowing down to the devil, right? They bowing down to the devil. And what happens, y'all? The devil is about to make an appearance. Oh, you see the dark face? The dark face devil about to make an appearance. And that the dark face devil turns into what? 3 white girls. Here you go right here. The triple goddess Hecate. It turns into 3 white girls. Tell me if y'all can see that. Let me know if y'all can see that. Let me know if y'all can see that. So it shows you that the white rabbits serve the snow bunnies. It shows you that the black rabbits serve the snow bunnies. And it shows you that the chocolate bunnies serve the snow bunnies. All of us serve the snow bunny ideology, the snow bunny way of thinking. All of us talk. We talk like snow bunnies. We walk like snow bunnies. We act like snow bunnies. Look, I'm gonna show you. Look, we're gonna go right here, and just show you. Look, right here. Boom. Here go the devil. That's the devil. Boop. There go the white rabbits. The white rabbits were bowing down to the devil. The devil is this dark entity, right? But there, lo and behold, the devil turns into 3 snow bunnies. The devil turned into 3 snow bunnies. You can see them indistinctly right there. 1, 2, 3. Why did the devil turn into 3 white women? Can anybody in the chat answer that for me? Why did the perceivable evil entity in Tom and Jerry? This is Tom and Jerry. This is Tom and Jerry, y'all. Come on now, a cartoon. Told you they put it all in the cartoons. And the evil force turns into 3 Caucasian females. The middle Caucasian female, as you can see, has all white. So the Caucasian female to the left has a blue top or has a aqua top, or we're gonna call it turquoise, teal, whatever you want to call it, right? A turquoise top and a turquoise bottom. The one on the right has a turquoise top and a turquoise bottom, but the one in the middle has a white, all white with a turquoise, with a turquoise. I don't know what they call that right there, a shawl or a scarf or whatever. So we know that the primary snow bunny is the snow bunny in the middle. But what she has blonde hair and what? Blue eyes. Y'all, how many times they showed us that was there? Look at her. Here you go, boom, devil. Then boom, it turned into the snow bunnies. So there's the evidence right there. Hold on, I'm about to get another one. And it shows it even deeper. And it shows it even deeper on the back right there. You see, boom, and the devil and the dark entity turns into 3 snow bunnies. The dark entity turns into 3 snow bunnies. Nobody found that weird. Nobody found that strange. Nobody found that sick and twisted. I need a Mandarin now. Wait a minute. Look, I need a Mandarin. Something. Ain't that something? Hold on, man. Ain't that something? That's what I want to say. You talking about something. Ain't that something? Excuse me, Mandarin. For this whole time, y'all been blaming the white rabbit for the Matrix. Follow the white rabbit, follow the white rabbit. No. Y'all blaming the wrong one for the Matrix. The whole time, it's the Snow Bunny. The Snow Bunny is the one that runs the world. And we're all trying to fit in to the Snow Bunny's world. You go right now. Mm-hmm. You go right now into any area of life, it is made to cater to the Snow Bunny. Go look. Go to the store right now and really analyze it and see who would buy this Snow Bunny? Who would buy that Snow Bunny? Everywhere you go in through the aisles of the store, it's made to cater to the Snow Bunny. Understand? These Snow Bunnies have been putting themselves in position to the black jackrabbit for centuries. It is not the Snow Bunnies. It is not the Snow Bunny's fault that the chocolate bunny fell for the Snow Bunny lie of feminism. Why? Not only did the Snow Bunny get the chocolate bunny to side with her against her own black rabbit. You ready for the kicker? The Snow Bunny created Planned Parenthood so that the chocolate bunny could abort the black rabbit fetuses, the black rabbit's children. Not only that, the Snow Bunny makes both the black male rabbit, or the black rabbit, and the white rabbit do a dress ritual to prove that they are a part of the Snow Bunny Alliance. And in my personal belief, at the top of the pyramid, in the core of it all, the real conspiracy theory is this: Snow Bunnies run the world. Snow Bunnies are the real Illuminati. Everybody else is just trying to get in where they fit in the Snow Bunny world. She's the only one that can move about and not be held accountable for nothing. Even though that's changing right now, she is the only one that's allowed to be clueless. She is the only one that's allowed to be ditzy. She's the only one that's allowed to be a victim. She's the only one that's allowed to be a devil and not get any reprimand for it. She's the only one that's allowed to be a whore and don't nothing happen for it. As a matter of fact, the Snow Bunny is making hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars off of OnlyFans. They built that for the Snow Bunny. Black women keep trying to follow the Snow Bunny blueprint and failing. Why? Because it's a Snow Bunny blueprint. Snow Bunny blueprint was not designed for the chocolate bunny. But the Snow Bunny has convinced the chocolate bunny that the black rabbit is no good. When the black rabbit is the most desired rabbit in all of the fields of rabbits. In all of the world of rabbits, there's no more desirable rabbit than the black jackrabbit. The black jackrabbit got the biggest schlong. The black jackrabbit got the fittest bodies. The black jackrabbit make the prettiest babies, and the black jackrabbit fuck the best. Black jackrabbits, not all black jackrabbits, but for the majority, most part, black jackrabbits have the best sex. You go ask any woman of any culture who had the best sex or whatever, the majority of the female are going to say black man. The majority of the females, if you do a survey of black, white, Hispanic, and Asian women who've had both races, you've had black rabbits and you've had white rabbits or Korean rabbits or whatever kind of rabbits, right? And they do a survey of what was the best rabbit that you had, the majority of these females are going to pick the black rabbit. The majority of the bunnies are going to pick the black rabbit. So now, the white rabbit is mad at the black rabbit. So let me try to oppress him. I've been oppressing my woman. I've been oppressing the wrong one. I need to oppress the one that my woman is lusting after. So they went on a whole mission to completely emasculate and turn the black rabbit into a snow bunny. They literally, well, what movement? The LGBT movement. The LGBT movement was primarily supported by snow bunnies. Wasn't no white jackrabbits in the streets protesting so that other white jackrabbits could get their back blowed out. No, sir. It was the snow bunnies in the streets with, with the weird rabbits protesting so that they can be weird. Anybody ever found that funny? And they got the nerve to now want to abandon them after they see, oh shit, we didn't let these weird rabbits into the party, and now the weird rabbits are programming our children. The real rabbits are taking advantage of our children. Karma is a bee. So understand that when you're dealing with this society, you're dealing with a society full of people who are programmed to 100% completely accommodate the snow bunny mind state. Wait a minute, the coup de grace. Here we go. I gotta hit me some 420 on this one. Wait a minute. We gotta hit some 420 on this one, and then we're gonna get into other shit. But remember, we ain't even getting to the baby Illuminati. We ain't getting to the Illuminati. They got the Snow Bunny Illuminati. They got the Illuminati, which is the baby Illuminati. And we ain't going, and we definitely not about to get into the animal Illuminati. The Illuminati. The Illuminati. See, that's too high for y'all pay grade right there. Because guess who runs the Snow Bunny's life? Guess who runs the Snow Bunny's life? The little bitty kitty snow bunnies and white rabbits. Think about it. And before we do this, hold on. Let me make sure I get this right. All right, bam. So understanding and putting it together, I have come to the conclusion that the world as a whole, Dwayne McClain is completely 100% correct, and the world as a whole are snow bunny worshipers, snow bunny accommodators, snow bunny conformers. The entire world is run by the snow bunny. If you are a man in this world, and you bought, all right, who you think invented that? Who you think invented buying a chick a Birkin bag? You think Birkin was sitting in the basement with chocolate bunnies on their mind? Or you think Birkin was sitting in the basement with snow bunnies on their mind? When they was creating those Gucci outs, remember, hold on, remember when Tommy Hilfiger was creating female clothing, did he have chocolate bunnies in mind or snow bunnies in mind? The reason why all of the women wear leggings right now to this day is because snow bunnies wore leggings and made leggings popular. Let's go. The whole culture is one big snow bunny party, and y'all don't want to take accountability and say, hey, bro, we act like a whole bunch of white girls. Let's call a spade a spade. The reason why you're wearing Hermes because snow bunnies wanted Hermes. The reason why you're wearing Gucci is because snow bunnies wanted you to wear Gucci. The reason why you're wearing Fendi, Prada, Louis, because snow bunnies wanted you to wear that. The reason why you got a diamond ring, the reason why you got to put a ring on it, because snow bunnies wanted a ring on it. The reason why you got to go get married in the church, because snow bunnies wanted to get married in, well, no, white rabbits wanted to get married in the church, right? The reason why, the reason why you have romance novels, that's to placate snow bunnies. The reason why you have infomercials, that's for the snow bunnies. Snow bunnies sitting at home, stay at home mom, watching all kinds of shit, and she be shopping. Women be shopping, baby. Women be shopping. Them snow bunnies be shopping. Them snow bunnies be shopping. What, 80% of the GDP of America is through snow bunny spending? Let's put power into perspective here. 80% of America's spending is feminine, number one, women spending. But the root of all of that feminine spending comes from the culture of the snow bunny taking the white rabbit's wallet and going to town, spending his money across town while he worked and come home. That was the dynamic. Now you see everybody is under the spell of the snow bunny. Show me one place in the area where it doesn't cater to a snow bunny. I'll wait. I want to see if y'all can come up with something. Hold up. I will wait. Show me any kind of evidence. Hold on. Show me any kind of evidence where the snow bunny isn't completely 100% catered to. When you go to the Sam's Club right now, they're going to be having samples. You think them samples was for you? Chocolate bunnies, black rabbits, white rabbits, or snow bunnies? Think about it. You think the original welfare was created for chocolate bunnies? No, the original welfare was created for snow bunnies, and snow bunnies let chocolate bunnies get in on it if they left a black rabbit alone. Think about it, bro. If the chocolate bunny leaves the black rabbit alone, who has the most power? Not the white rabbit. Who controls the white rabbit? The snow bunny. And who controls the snow bunny? The white baby. The white kid controls the snow bunny. This is how you know. So look, we're only talking about the balloon. Look, we already know about the Illuminati and the Freemasons and the white rabbits. Follow the white rabbit. Follow the white rabbit. When you follow the white rabbit through the rabbit hole, you're gonna see that the white rabbit can only bring you so far down the rabbit hole because he's about to enter into snow bunny territory, and he's not allowed to enter into snow bunny territory. So the farther you keep going down, you're going to see that this rabbit hole takes you to a bunny hole. This is why they got bunny bread. And the bunny bread is what, y'all? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Cinderella, where's your slipper? Wait a minute. There was a woman, the Mother Goose, there was a woman who lived in the shoe. All these are white fairy tales, snow bunny fairy tales. Fairy tales to make sure, hold on, let me get out of it. Fairy tales to make sure that snow bunnies stay satisfied while they stuck inside of the house, while they oppressive as white rabbits go about and effing like rabbits with chocolate bunnies and doing homosexual acts with black rabbits. Snow Bunny said, I'm going to usurp the chocolate bunny and I'm going to bring her over to my side of the field. And the chocolate bunny she always wanted to be me anyway. She always wanted to eat in my restaurant. She always wanted to go to my school. She always wanted to do her hair straight like mine. She always wanted to wear dresses like me. She always wanted to do everything like me. So let me give her a chance to be me by befriending her. And she befriended her. That's when the Chocolate Bunny, the Snow Bunny Alliance began. They overthrew the White Rabbit, and they overthrew the White Rabbit, and they usurped they usurped the Black Rabbit. Overthrew the White Rabbit, usurped the Black Rabbit. Really, I ain't gonna say usurped the Black Rabbit. I'm gonna say uh captured and claimed the Black Rabbit, captured and claimed the Black Rabbit, and it was all due to the Snow Bunnies whispers in the ears of their husbands that who got power. And everything's feminism set out to do, they done it and they won it. But now, feminism, now the Snow Bunny culture is biting us in the butt. Why? Because now the world is overrun with weird bunnies and weird rabbits. Now the world is overrun with the weird bunny and the weird rabbit culture. Now the world is overrun, and even the Snow Bunny is now threatened by the weird rabbit because she didn't even know why the whole time while she was plotting on the Black Rabbit, the weird bunnies was plotting on the Black Rabbit too. While the Snow Bunny was plotting on the Black Rabbit, the Snow Bunny was plotting on the Black Rabbit. The White Rabbit was plotting on the Black Rabbit. The Weird Rabbit plotting on the Black Rabbit. The Chocolate Rabbit is the only one that don't want the Black Rabbit, bro. Think about this. It's a program. The Chocolate Bunny is the only bunny that don't want the Black Rabbit. All of the other bunnies and rabbits want the Black Rabbit. The Chocolate Bunny is the only one that disrespects and completely 100% shuns the Black Rabbit. She has rightful cause to do so because at the end of the day, when the White Rabbit moved in on you, you were supposed to be a strong stand-up black rabbit, a black jack rabbit, and you were supposed to, you and your family, your kids were supposed to go to war and die. Slavery should have never happened. Slavery should have never happened because all of the Black rabbits should have took their family. Listen, all of the Black rabbits should have took a knife and took a knife and slit all of the throats of their family and got it to them before the White rabbits got to them, and then went off to battle the White Rabbit and died. And everybody died. And everybody died on some kamikaze stuff. That's why slavery was supposed to happen. So the Chocolate Bunny always felt disdain for the lack of manhood that the Black Rabbit lacked to show had lacked to show when the White Rabbit and the Snow Bunny was having their way with him. I think it's a game until you analyze it. And this whole time, we've been talking about the white man this, the white man that, the White Rabbit this, the White Rabbit that, but we've been completely ignoring the Snow Bunny. We have forgotten and completely ignored. Wait a minute, hold on. Sorry, I thought that was the Snow Bunny. Look, since the dawn of time. Since the dawn of time, man, look, Snow Bunny been, what you talking about? Snow Bunny been moving up that ladder, bro. She been moving up that ladder, man. Wait a minute. The Snow Bunny Illuminati is so real. Wait a minute. I'm about to show you some gangster shit. Hold on. So the Snow Bunny Illuminati is so real. We about to go ask ChatGPT. How many white sororities exist? Let's see what Chat got to say about the Snow Bunny sorors. Let me see if he give a number. Because he said ain't no exact number. But he gave the top ones. He gave the top Caucasian, Alpha Chi Omega, Alpha Delta Pi, Alpha. I'm not about to say all these goddamn things. these groups were funded during segregation. That's the sororities that was funded and that opened when blacks and whites didn't mingle. Wait a minute. Celebrate. So they got 26. They got over 26 white sororities and over only 4 black sororities. I'll repeat it again. Over 26 white sororities, only 4 black sororities. Is that what the black and white on the black and white checkerboard actually mean? The black sorors and freighters versus the white sorors and freighters to sway the influence humanity to see which side that humans gonna pick? I always wondered that. Does the black and white on the black and white checkerboard actually mean black people and white people? Right? And on this checkerboard, the black and white people are playing this strategic game of chess for the attention of the masses or for the position to influence the masses. Because if you want to be technical, outside of the white king, the white queen is the most powerful piece on the board, huh? Excuse me, Mandarin. I gotta hit the weed. I ain't hit the weed yet. No, I was talking. I ain't hit the weed. Any cares, questions, or concerns about the Snow Bunny Illuminati? If you have any questions, cares, or concerns about the Snow Bunny Illuminati, put it into the chat, and I'm gonna answer your question. But hold on. White women book clubs are the largest in the world. Why is it there? Snow Bunny book clubs are the largest in the world. The idea that white women's book clubs are the largest in the world has some truth behind it, right? A few observable facts explain the perception. In the United States, the modern book club boom came largely from middle-class white women. Book club started with the middle-class white. Man, book club started with the Snow Bunnies. Bro, everything started with the Snow Bunnies, man. Everything is designed, even the holidays. Holidays are designed to keep the Snow Bunny spending money. Everything is designed to get money out of Snow Bunnies. That's crazy. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? If I'm tripping, man, say, man, Doc, you reaching, you doing too much, man. Leave the Snow Bunnies alone. They ain't on Snow Bunny Illuminati, man. Nah, that's just coincidence. Put it in the chat. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know. I might be tripping. I might be tripping. I ain't doing it. But dig into it, man. Dig into it. So let's get into the coup de grace. What is the Snow Bunny overall goal? What is the Snow Bunny's overall goal in using or in stealing the chocolate bunny's black rabbit? Think about this. Can anybody tell me, what do you think the goal is? I'm about to eat me some mandarins. What do you think the goal is? What do you think the overall goal and mission is? In the movies, all you see is interracial dating archetypes. Correct or wrong? In the movies, all you see right now is interracial dating archetypes. This white woman with this black dude, or this white dude with this black woman. And all of the new archetypes is either going to be interracial or it's going to be what, y'all? Homo. So all of this homo and all of this interracial stuff going on in the movies, what agenda? Who buys into that the most? Nobody. Nobody's helped the weird bunnies get to where they are today. And the black bunnies. So now they use the black bunny's power to overthrow the white rabbit, overthrow the chocolate bunny herself, and then extract the DNA of the black rabbit's DNA from him, and so that they can create Drake babies. Because y'all keep forgetting that they're hybrid and mixed with King Kong. See, that's another part that I keep forgetting. Y'all keep on misconstruing the King Kong's Godzilla thing. Y'all think so. Remember, King Kong represents Caucasian. King Kong, Caucasian. KKK. Remember, thin lip gorilla. Rhesus monkey blood gene. This is what the King Kong dynamic means. King Kong represents white folk, right? Godzilla represents black folk. Okay? Okay? This has been a theme forever. The white and black on the checkerboard of the Freemasonry represents white people. I mean white people and black people. And on both sides, they're intermingling. Like the Harry Potter. Who wrote the Harry Potter? Who wrote the Harry Potter books? A Snow Bunny. Snow Bunny wrote the Harry Potter books. Who are the most notoriously known females who are rumored to be notoriously known for violating the sanctity of innocent children? Ellen DeGeneres, she's one of the Snow Bunnies that's notoriously known for it. Think about this. The more and more we dive into the conspiracy theory of the Snow Bunny Illuminati, the more it's starting to not look like a conspiracy theory. The more I start peeling back the layers of the rings of this onion, the more I'm starting to realize that this onion is 100% Snow Bunny farming. This onion was designed completely to make sure and satisfy the bunny. Okay? Chocolate bunnies, by the time they realized it, Sexy Red was already. The Snow Bunnies know that black rabbits don't really vibe with the Sexy Red types, because for some reason, y'all seem to think that the rappers and the niggas from the hood are the dominant black rabbits in the black community, and that's not the case. There are 50 million black bunnies and rabbits. There are 50 million chocolate bunnies and rabbits. Out of the 50 million chocolate bunnies and rabbits, 2 million rabbits, right? 2 million rabbits are lack of education, and all the stuff they put on black men. Deadbeat dad, lack of education, this, then the third, this. And out of the hold on, let's break it back down. 50 million chocolate bunnies and rabbits. 50 million chocolate bunnies and rabbits. Out of the 50 million chocolate bunnies and rabbits, we're going to say that 30 million are chocolate bunnies, and the other 20 million are 100% complete black rabbits. Of the 20 million black rabbits, they got 2 million, not even 2 million. It's not even 2 million, but we're going to just say 2 million. Of the 20 million black rabbits, you got 2 million that's not exhibiting, manhood and shouldn't be really, These are the ones that are talked about all over the blogs. These are the ones that are demonized all over the internet. These are the ones that are how can I say it? These are the ones that everybody look at the 30 million, the 30 million bunnies. These are the ones that the 30 million bunnies focus on. They got 18 million black rabbits. That's not with the bull crap, but the 30 million bunnies only focusing on the 2 million rabbits that ain't shit. They're gonna always be some ain't shit rabbits. They're gonna always be some ain't shit in the bunch of shit. They got good shit, they got bad shit, then they got ain't shit. You got good shit, you got a bad shit, and then you got ain't shit. Stay away from the ain't shits. Stay away from the bad shits and the ain't shits, man. Go take you a good shit. Okay? Take you a good dump. When you get up and shit looking all weird, you need to change your diet, man. Change what you putting in your body, bro. Yeah, you need to change what you put in your body, bro. That's all it is, man. Change your vibration, change your frequency, change your life. That's easy. That's all I got to do. Change your vibration, change your frequency, change your life. How you do that? By completely doing every opposite of everything what you're doing right now. If your life is in shambles as you read this or as you hear this, this is how you're going to immediately change your life. Completely do the exact. Google ChatGPT. What is the opposite of doing drugs? Then do that. What is the opposite of? What is the opposite? What is the term for the opposite, or what is the opposite of people taking advantage of you? What is the opposite of telling people? What is the opposite of being a yes man? What is the opposite of lack of accountability? What is the opposite of lack of responsibility? What is the opposite of lack of education? What is the opposite of crime? What is the opposite of poverty? Be all of those things. Everything you feel like your life is and you feel like your life ain't good, be exactly opposite of everything that is not good in your life. You got negative friends in your life? What's the opposite of having negative friends in your life? And what would it take for you to get to that part that's opposite of having negative friends in your life? Follow that path. I don't care who leads you down the path. I don't care if a black rabbit leads you down the path. I don't care if a chocolate bunny leads you down the path. I don't care if a snow bunny leads you down the path or a white rabbit leads you down the path. Man, I'm going to give you some game. One of the first books that woke me up and shift my paradigm of thinking was a book that came from a white rabbit. What was that book? The name of that book was called Think and Grow Rich. I done read a few white rabbit books but there's a level where the white rabbit can't take you and the snow bunny got to take over because when you're going deeper down the rabbit hole, you see that, it ain't the white rabbit. You don't follow the white rabbit. You just follow the white rabbit to get to the corridor where the snow bunnies live. The white rabbit brings you to the pearly gates. Y'all didn't get it. What colors are pearls? Typically, stereotypically. What colors are pearls? When you get to the pearly gates, they're talking about the privacy of a snow bunny. The pearly gates. People ain't hearing it though. So when you talk about going to heaven, you know that when you talk about going to heaven, you're talking about going inside or having intercourse with it is acronym or it is hidden terminology for doing it with a snow bunny. You know that, right? Think about this, man. You know it's also homosexual innuendo with the white rabbits. The white rabbits got that homosexual innuendo going on them. The snow bunnies got go look at it. The snow bunnies have a history of oppression in the Bible. You can see the snow bunnies being oppressed in the Bible, and they making you think that this was black men that was doing this in the Bible. I keep on trying to tell you, Moses wasn't black. Keep on trying to tell you, the children of Israel are not black. You stupid. Ooh, you scratch that, scratch that. I'm back cool. I'm back cool. Ooh, I caught that. I caught that, bro. The children of Israel are not black. You know that, right? The children of Israel are not black. I'll repeat that one more again. The children of Israel is not black. You know, Moses wasn't black. Moses was not black, y'all. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, Elijah, David. You know what? None of these no black dudes, right? You know they wasn't black, right? Here's how you can tell. Who was Israel's number one enemy in the Bible? Come on now. Who was Israel's number one enemy in the Bible? Meaning, when the Bible started and you reading the stories in the Bible, who was Israel's first enemy? Come on. Who did Israel had to get from up under in order to get their Israeli power? Who did Israel had to get from up under in order to get their Israeli power? Huh? What? The reason why they keep you thinking that you're children of Israel, because if you're children of Israel, you'll never claim your inheritance as the adults of Israel. You'll never claim your inheritance as the parents of Israel. As long as you're claiming you are a child of Israel, you will never inherit what the parent inherits of Israel, because you got to realize the laws says that everything that is under 18 is a child. You can't do nothing when you're under 18. So you keep calling yourself a children of Israel, children of Israel, children of Israel, when that is far from the case. You are the parent of Israel. Caucasians are the children of Israel. And as the parents of the children, you don't think your inheritance to the kingdom is even greater, but you keep trying to confuse yourself for a child. No, the Bible says, hey, when I was a child, I spake as a child, I moved as a child. But when I became an adult, I put away the childish things. It is safe to say that we are the adults on the planet because we've been here way longer than any Caucasian on the face of this planet, any Korean, any Arab, any light-skinned race on the face of this planet does not hold a candlestick underwater to how long we, the melanated beings of Earth, and from all other places, have been in this domain, making us the parental guardians of not only this solar system, but of the galaxies. This is what this stuff is all about. Who was the guardians of the galaxy? A green woman. They was trying to show you. That was the chocolate goddess over there. Then they try to show you the raccoon. Old coon ass nigga trying to show you the black, angry black man. Oh, and look at the docile black man, the weak black man, who the tree nigga. Hmm? Then they showed you the white rabbit, who was what his name, Star Fox or whatever his name. And you said, who was Star Fox's dad? Ego. 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 That's what Star Fox's dad. His name was Ego. Come on, man. They put it in front of our face. Who made all listen? When you listen to a black woman and she said, oh, I like to listen to this, or you listen to a black man and say, oh, I like to listen to that, just know that they're talking about what they like to listen to, and they're copying off of the Caucasian Snow Bunny mind state. Everything we do is Snow Bunnied out. Everything. You get lip fillers. Look, you got BBL. Look, you see black women getting BBLs, and BBLs were never created for black women. BBLs were created for snow bunnies. Remember? I like big butts, and I can't not lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist, there's one thing in your face, you get sprung. Let's go to the part where you say, uh, when he said the white girls got the white girls got the flat back, but the sister got the big, but the sister got the big behind. Y'all crazy? The implants, the lip fillers, all that stuff was always a snow bunny thing. It was always the Snow Bunny thing. Next thing you know, they got the sisters on board. And remember, nails and fingernails and all that, that was the Snow Bunny thing. If you get your nails done, black woman, all you're doing is imitating the Snow Bunny. You got your little long-haired Snow Bunny wig on, black woman, all you're doing is copying off of the Snow Bunny. Huh? Wait a minute. Let's keep on going. You got your leggings on, black woman. You're copying off the Snow Bunny. They do that because the white rabbit loves to what? Showcase the Snow Bunny's vagina, because the Snow Bunny has been and always will be known as the first honest to true to God, SLUT word. The Snow Bunny has always been getting slutted out by the white rabbits. The white rabbits, why? Because the white, and it's always been like this amongst the culture. All right, we're about to show you right now. Soap operas. When you go into the soap opera, every white rabbit done dealt with every Snow Bunny, and they coexist. And this brother and this two brothers that got babies by the same girl. And they all coexist and they co-parent perfectly. Ain't no beefing or nothing. Oh, we're friends now. And Snow Bunnies can be friends with white rabbit exes, slip, trip, fall, slip, trip, land on his yacht, da, 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 da. And I didn't mean for it to happen. Where you get that from? That's a Snow Bunny thing. Everything we doing is Snow Bunny culture. Think about it. Can y'all name me one thing that we're doing in conventional America that's not Snow Bunny culture? What have you done? The only thing we're doing that's not Snow Bunny culture, I can say, hands down, honestly, is the natural holistic healing and health culture. The natural holistic and healing health culture ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn nabbit Snow Bunny. Snow Bunny need natural holistic and healing culture. Healing and holistic natural culture don't need Snow Bunny. Why? Because everybody wants to live longer. Everybody wants to live younger. Everybody wants to look younger. Everybody wants to have a longevity and a longevity of life. And the healing and holistic health world is the Snow Bunny's ticket to stay forever young. But outside of holistic and health, now the American medical holistic health, that's designed for the Snow Bunny. The epidural was designed for the Snow Bunny because she couldn't handle. Come on, man, she couldn't handle going that baby coming out, or having complications. Remember that. Let's get an abortion because we've been raped. That was prevalent in the Snow Bunny white rabbit community. The Snow Bunny white rabbit community, it was always, remember that term Chester, the child you-know-whatter? That comes from the Snow Bunny white rabbit community. Think about all of these things. Who are the biggest offenders of child molestations on the face of the planet? Is it black rabbits and chocolate bunnies, or is it white rabbits and snow bunnies? Who are the biggest child molesters on the face of the planet? I got to say that in plain English so people don't misconstrue what I'm talking about. The biggest, we could go to Tim Tebow. Let's go to Tim Tebow. Let's see what Tim Tebow got to say about it. Let's see what Tim Tebow got to say about it. Cause I got to hold on to my receipt. I keep my receipts on me. Let's see what Tim Tebow, a white rabbit, had a statistic about white rabbits that he shared with members of Congress who were white rabbits. Wait a minute. Let me go into my bookmark list. Here we go.
Every one of those red dot maps is a unique IP address that is downloaded, shared, or distributing child rape images, almost all under the age of 12. And that's just a 6-month screenshot of it. And there are over 338,000 on there. There's blue dots on there. You can't really see them, but the blue ones are the ones that are under investigation.
In a sea of red.
Isn't that a problem of what we're talking about?
Dumb and Dumber was a strategic...
Hold up. You get it even bigger. Hold up. He said that white rabbits are, here we go. No, this is
every one of those red dot maps.
Wait a minute. I'm about to find it right now. Wait a minute. The reason why they hit you with all these distractions in the first place, because they got some snow bunnies that's being held under fire. Man, look at they questioning Hillary Clinton. They questioning Bill Clinton. They about to question Jay-Z. They about to question Beyonce. Man, hey, bro, let me chill, bro. Let me chill. Hold on, man. Here go Tim Tebow.
The number one offender type is biological fathers, but by far it is being done by middle-aged Caucasian men.
This is a Caucasian man telling you that the majority of sex offenders to children, first and foremost, are meaning the most child things that happen to children happen to them from their father. But by far, he said, by far, those fathers are white rabbits. I'll let you hear it again. Hold up.
The number one offender type is biological fathers, but by far it is being done by middle-aged Caucasian men. Over half of them college graduates. Many of them are educated, good jobs. This isn't just who we're thinking about. Like they're technical savvy, and I think that it is time that we call them out. Like that, we can't stand by and stand back. Like we have to stand up and say, not only are we not doing our job as men, it's actually the opposite. Instead of being defenders and protectors of our families, we're hurting and abusing.
Period. Period. Oh, the revolution gonna be televised, and that motherfucker gonna be on the internet. Got the game fucked up. You don't know the game like I know the game. The revolution gonna be televised, and it's gonna be on the internet. And it's gonna be on the internet. Mark those words and book it. But you just heard it. The main offenders of child abuse and harm sexually are Caucasian males. You think the Snow Bunny Illuminati, who was the main person that brought Epstein girls? A snow bunny. The main person that was bringing girls to Epstein, that was bringing young children to Epstein, was a snow bunny. Think about this. The main person that was trying to hurt Dorothy in the movie was the Wicked Witch of the West with the snow bunny. The main person, think about this, man. Everybody is overlooking Karen. She is the only one that get to have an outburst, and they call it stress. She is the only one that get to have a breakdown, and they call it, she's a woman. She's the only one that is able to be soft and nice and pretty and clueless. How many times have they portrayed not only the mind state or the spending marketing imagery so that the snow bunny can purchase, buy, sell, trade, and whatever, but how many times have we allowed the snow bunny to do the most judgment things that are held under the most strictest of judgments, that if they were done by any other race, color, creed, or religion, they would be called heinous. But when the snow bunny does it, it's called, oh, she was, who manipulated her, or who did this, that, and the third to her. It's immediately protection. It's immediate protection for the snow bunny. Why? Because the snow bunny designed it that way, because little do you know, there's a super secret cabal of women called the Snow Bunny Illuminati. And all of the real Freemasons and all of the males and the men and everything like that, they didn't think they was gonna do nothing. They didn't think they was gonna be nothing. But one day, the Snow Bunny Illuminati did a spell that nobody ever forgot, and everybody been under it ever since. And they are 100% in charge and in control of the society as a whole, at least by 75 to 78%. that's a large influence. And they're the only ones that can go viral for being dumb. They're the only ones that can go viral for being clumsy. They're the only ones that can go viral for being mean. They can, man, Snow Bunny can go viral for anything. Snow Bunny can just take a picture and go viral. Tell me I'm lying. Chocolate Bunny got to work for it. Chocolate Bunny got to work for it. Black Rabbit got to work for it. Snow Bunny, White Rabbit, go viral for no reason. Algorithm is 100% racist because the algorithm was programmed by racists. So get over that. The question is, what we're going to do, like Tim Tebow said. Tim Tebow said, we're not even being men. What y'all going to do about, hey, bro, what are you going to do about the plague of Caucasian men who are molesting children? When white men are coming out and calling white men out and exposing other white men for doing things to children, then you might want to start taking it a little bit more serious. It might be some deep things going on there. But if we don't but don't worry about it. The universe is gonna make y'all take it serious. Why? Because the exposures are not done. The exposures are not done. When the real exposure, when the real when you see the real underbelly of the beast and how soft it really is, you're gonna want to poke it, and gut it. When you truly understand what they really been doing to us, when you truly understand how they really been experimenting on us this whole entire time, when you really understand that this is one gargantuan giant experiment on us, who is us? Those who one might consider that come from poverty. It's one big giant experiment that the few are experimenting and playing on the many. Listen, there's a few here up at the top that's experimenting on the many that's at the bottom. What are you, Chakra Doctor? Hey, listen, you ready? I was once at the bottom, worked my way to the top, got to the top and seen the top wasn't really the top that they hyped it up to be. So instead, I say, you know what? Fuck the top. We're going to flip the pyramid. And the pyramid going to go from this to this. And we're going to take the top and put it at the bottom. They say it's lonely at the top. But I'm about to get that mother crowded. It's about to get crowded at the top. Why? Because the top is going to the bottom, and the bottom is going to the top. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. So understand it, man, when you're dealing with this. Come on, how many movies do they got where the Snow Bunny is the corporate girl, working woman, fighting and arguing and bickering and moaning and complaining with her white rabbit, and all of you chocolate bunnies digest this stuff, and you digest this and perpetuate that on your black rabbit. And guess what? Not only that, you're willing to go top and above and beyond the Call of Duty to go work for the white rabbit, while at the same time, right? While at the same time saying, hey, the things that turning a blind eye to the culture of the white rabbit while you're working for them. You see the racism. You're experiencing this. You're experiencing that. You're doing this, you're doing that. But instead of teaming up together and becoming a black family unit, you rather focus on the few who are doing bad versus the many in our race who are actually doing good and better than most. We have to get off of our judgmental high horse when it comes to dealing with our people, okay? And another thing we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to unlearn the Snow Bunny programming and relearn the motherboard programming. What is the motherboard programming? The motherboard programming, that is the original source program, okay? That's the Oracle program. The Oracle program is the motherboard program. Why is that important? Because when any side, be it the black side or the white side, the light side or the dark side, when any side get to becoming a monopoly, the motherboard recalibrates the game to level the playing field so that not only can growth happen, but evolution. Because whenever we are presented with a problem, that problem is there for us to solve it. If we do not do anything to solve it, that is by a default forfeiting our right to the game and saying that it's okay for you to do this to us because we've done nothing about it. Nobody came to, all we did was sat around and make videos. But that's all you need to do. Do your research, sit around, make videos, spread the information. When the information gets spread to a critical mass unit, meaning a critical mass is 144,000 humans or better who are 100% completely aligned with knowing something. For instance, if 144,000 people got together and said, and all 144,000 truly believed in their heart of heart that the world was a good place, the world would become a good place overnight. Oh, so you're trying to say they ain't got 144,000 people that don't think the world is a good place? Listen, every single person in this realm has negative thoughts. This is how you know. Is that what the case? No, you got to get into a perpetual thought state, a perpetual focus. Hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Get into a perpetual focus. That perpetual focus comes from you being able to listen. That perpetual focus comes from you being able to pay attention. That perpetual focus comes from you being able to do certain invisible principles within yourself. That invisible focus comes from the kingdom of heaven is within. So wait a minute. There's a war going on in the kingdom of heaven. We don't realize that the war going on in the kingdom of heaven is within because the kingdom of heaven is within. But we're so obsessed with being, we're so whitewashed in the minds. Our minds are brainwashed. We are all brainwashed to think, feel, walk, talk, act, and move like a snow bunny. The reason why you wear Prada is because the Snow Bunny likes Prada. The reason why you drive Rolls Royce is because the Snow Bunny likes Rolls Royce. The reason why you fly a private jet is because the Snow Bunny likes to fly private jet. How did you learn all of this? From the great grand holy mother of all divine, La Santissima Muerte, our holy death. That's just one of her incarnations. That's just one of her names. The original Grim Reaper taught me. The original Grim Reaper taught me. La Santissima, Madrecita, Madrina, what you want to call her? Noon, Isis, Neith, Naama, Lilith. Which one? So it's too many names she go by. She got too many names. But the great grand holy motherboard taught me all of this. Why? Because I sought her. Ready? Seeking ye shall find. That's what I did. I sought her face. I sought her, and I looked for her, and I found her. Knocking the door shall be open. When I found her, I knocked on her door. She opened the door. Asking it shall be given unto thee. I made my request, and she gave it to me. Any questions? Any questions? I opened up a church in her name. All praises be to the great grand holy mother of all divine. May she bless the endeavors of the church of the great grand holy mother of all divine, otherwise known as the GGHMOAD. Okay? GGHMOAD stands for Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine. Okay? Who gave me it? She's the one that revealed and woke me up to the games of Saturn. She is the one that woke me up. She is the one that woke me up and let me know where does Saturn get all of his swag from? Saturn gets his swag from her, the motherboard. So when you're talking about the motherboard, she is the source of all good, the source of all evil, the source of all gods, the source of all goddess, the source of all devils, source of all jinn, angel, demon, dragon, jinn, gnome, fairy, creature, you name it. She is the source. All of these creatures know this. The only reason why you have forgotten is because there's a hack on this particular part of the system that is being remedied. The hack is being remedied. So this is why all of these awakening and layers of awakening in the consciousness are happening. They're revealing this to you to show you that, hey, look, you better do something about it or we about to, remember, at the end of the day, it's a holographic simulation, computer matrix that you're living in. The earth is flat, the earth is round. Neither. The earth is not flat, the earth is not round. The earth is whatever we want to be. Why? Because it's a computer matrix, and the computer has infinite binary code that you can have a cylindrical earth, you can have a hexagonal earth, you can have a whatever kind of earth you want, whatever kind of way you think, anything you put your mind to, it can be done. What are you talking about? In a world full of possibilities, there's no such thing as impossible except impossible. Impossible is literally impossible. There's no such thing as impossible except impossible. I hope you get that. I hope you get that, man. But yeah, I learned this from the great grand holy mother of all divine. All praises be to the great grand holy mother of all divine. All praises be to the goddess Shaluga, which I am her high priest. All praises be to the Holy Spirit, mother and vessel of the great grand holy mother of all divine. All praises be to the triple sacred feminine, the triple goddess frequency. All praises be to the matriarchy, which established the authority of the patriarchy to rule. What you are witnessing right now is a wicked matriarchy that has turned. Basically, what you're witnessing right now is a child matriarchy turning on a parent matriarchy. You know, what you're witnessing right now is the recessive gene pool that once had a grip on everything and took over. It's dying down. Why? Because the snow bunny wants the black rabbit. And once you understand that the snow bunny wants the black rabbit, the white rabbit wants the black rabbit, and all of the other ethnicities on the face of the planet Earth are all after the black rabbit, you will understand why they completely 100% befriended the chocolate rabbit. I'm sorry, they befriended the chocolate bunny so that they can gaslight her up, have her in Alice in Wonderland traveling down that white rabbit hole, right? And while she's gassed up and she's in delusion of her black rabbit, they are seizing the opportunity, extracting his DNA, making babies, extracting his DNA for organ harvesting, extracting his DNA for making billions of dollars in sports, politics, media, education, business, military, medicine, banking, religion, black market, stock market. Name one area individual that doesn't completely make a profit off of the black rabbits. The black rabbits are the cattle. The rabbits and bunnies are cannibals, and their food is black rabbits. Rabbits and bunnies are cannibals, and their food, chocolate bunnies, snow bunnies, white rabbits, and other ethnicities of bunnies and rabbits are all cannibals, and they love to eat black rabbits. Any questions? Any questions, man? All praise be to the goddess Shaluga for blessing me. Man, go look up the goddess Shaluga. She is the goddess of material, wealth, and finance. She has been so good to me. We're gonna make sure that her name gets how can I say it? Gets reintroduced back into the society. Get reintroduced back into the societies, man. So stay tuned, bro. You know what I mean? But y'all gotta know that. Nah, man, Dwayne McClain is 100% completely right when it comes to nothing ain't gonna shake and let the snow bunnies quake. If the snow bunnies don't quake, don't nothing shake. Why? Because the snow bunnies run the world. And if the snow bunny don't care about it, then nobody else should care about it because the snow bunnies run the world. But soon as the snow bunnies care, but see, remember, there's a deeper underlying, bigger entity and force that controls the snow bunny. And we're gonna get into that Illuminati on another live. And that's called the Illuminati, the baby Illuminati, boss babies. See, y'all don't understand what's really going on. The whole world is obsessed with babies. And nobody don't wonder why. Nobody don't know why. On the good side, they're obsessed with babies and making sure that babies become well-adjusted adults. And on the bad side, they're obsessed with babies and making sure that babies become dysfunctional adults, become less than adults, become non-human. So understand, man, a lot of things going on in the world today, a lot of things going on the planet. I'm just sitting here sipping miracle tea, watching the whole thing unfold, man. In the privacy and the comfort of my clinic. Got my own clinic, man. Got my own church, man. Own house, man. You can do a lot when you got your own house, man. You can do a lot when you got your own house. You got your own car. 2 job, work hard. I'm a bad broad. If you ain't on, sit down. If you ain't on, yeah, what are you talking about? But nevertheless, the time has come for me to exit the building. I'm gonna take a little toke. We're gonna take a little token. We're gonna let that. We're gonna let the understand that the next live stream that we do, the next live stream that I do, when we talk about the Illuminati, aka the baby Illuminati, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it from. We're gonna do it just like we did this. The layers. In a world of infinite possibilities, is it possible that babies are when our souls are still the most purest, but we can't express it the way adults express it because it's a baby language is a whole language of their own, and these babies are communicating, manipulating, manipulating adults. What, man? I was watching, man. Look at manipulating the adults. How they manipulating adults? You got certain adults that are obsessed over babies and obsessed over doing them dirty. Then you got a certain adults that are obsessed over doing the babies good. No matter which part of the adult sector of life you go in, the adults are obsessed with the babies. Is it because? Is it because of the children of Israel? Why? Look at the children of Israel. Who are the babies of the planet? The white rabbits and snow bunnies. Who are the parents of the planet? The chocolate bunnies and black rabbits. But who controls them both? What is the name of? Hold on, I'm about to ask ChatGPT. What is the name of a baby bunny? What is the name of a baby bunny? Huh? A huh, a baby rabbit is called a kit, like KIT. A baby rabbit is called a kit. Sometimes they call them kittens and bunnies, right? A male rabbit, a male rabbit is a buck. A female rabbit is a doe, and a group of babies is a litter. I didn't know that. That's like deers. That's kind of like deers and stuff, huh? A buck, that's a male deer. A doe, that's a female deer, and a litter, that is a no, sorry, they don't got no litter. They don't. Deers don't have litters, but bucks and does, right? A rabbit gives birth to a litter of kits, KITS. As soon as I seen that, it reminded me of first aid kit. And then now that I'm looking at it, kit spelled backwards is tick, like TikTok. And who be on TikTok the most? Kits. Snow bunny, snow bunny litters are the most on our side of TikTok. Snow bunnies and the snow bunny litters are the main people on TikTok. Think about it. Who is on TikTok more than snow bunnies and snow kits and snow kittens? Snow bunnies and snow kittens. Who, come on, who on TikTok the most? Snow bunnies and snow kittens. Snow bunnies and snow kittens. If you go, wait a minute. What percentage of Americans' TikTok is white Caucasian females? Hold up. Yeah. Let's see. How many TikTokers? There's no exact statistic. They lying. They do got an exact statistic. You know how you know you got to put your information. You got to put your information into the TikTok, and TikTok got the information of how many. Come on, you could go on I could go on my YouTube right now and see how many Caucasian females are following me versus Hispanic versus Black versus this, that, and the third. See, they be lying, man. That's why, hey, bro, they be lying. But hey, you still can get some good stuff out of it. You ready? So we're gonna say 61% of US TikTok, 61% of US TikTok users are female. 41% of TikTok users are who consume TikTok. All right, wait a minute. 41% of TikTok users who consume the news are white. Okay, so that's how they got it. 41% of TikTok users who consume the news are snow bunnies. So of the 61% of females using the TikTok, 41% of the females are 41% of the females who are digesting the mainstream news are snow bunnies. See? And this is why it hasn't penetrated yet, because it's still on the internet. Wait until it makes it into the 41% of the snow bunnies who are consuming the news, and the news get on there and say, oh, hey man, Wooty Woo them been trafficking, such and such them been trafficking, trafficking, and they looking at it on the news. 41% of those, and that's just the TikTok users. Wait a minute, there are 150 million Americans plus, 150 million plus Americans on TikTok. All right, so combine those averages, and female users are 60%, and white female users are 45%. Okay, boom. So basically, oh no. So that's, yeah, all right. So bam, and then so basically, overall, U.S. TikTok users are likely 27%. So when you add it, he just added it all up. I was just looking at him add it up. That's it. Female users are 55 to 60%. White users are 40 to 45%. Estimated overlap, 22 through 27% of U.S. TikTok users are likely white women. Example with rough numbers. If there are 150 million US TikTok users, white female users equal 30 to 40 million people. So there are 33 to 40 million snow bunnies that are using TikTok. We ain't even gonna talk about OnlyFans, Instagram, and all the other spots. And I think the number is way greater than that. But I remember TikTok is a new app, and it's mostly like the range of children. If you get into the snow bunnies who digest in Instagram, number go way up. Snow bunnies who digest in Facebook, number go way up. The snow bunnies who digest in YouTube, and I know YouTube got those analytics, right? But I wanted to just show you TikTok because we was going down the kit rabbit hole. You feel me? I just wanted to go down the kit rabbit hole. But man, bruh, yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all next time, man. Until next time, I'll talk to you. Peace.